We will start the significance of Battle of Buxar, and in previous discussion we have seen reasons behind Battle of Buxar. So significance of Battle of Battle of Buxar. Buxar. In political domain, imperialistic thought of company improved, and they were looking forward to southern India. Improved imperialistic thought, realistic thought. Second is they established as a supreme power in East India. Supreme power in East India. And they established also supremacy upon Mughal Empire, because they defeated Mughal Empire in union of Mir Qasim, Sujauddaulah and Shah Alam II. Superiority in Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire. Next is British company entered in political and commercial policies of Bengal. Entered political and commercial policies of Bengal, which was beneficial for British company. So these are political significance of British company. Now we will see economic benefit of British company. Economic. First is economic condition was improved of British company because they got zamindari of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Condition improved because they got zamindari of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Second is also company got 50 lakh from Nawab of Awadh as an indemnity of war. 50 lakh as an indemnity of war. So these are economic benefit of British company after Battle of Buxar. Now we will see in military domain. Military strength was improved of British company because they were using military of Bengal in war. Strength improved, and also they modernized their military because of enough resource. Modernize, modernize because of enough resource, enough resource. So these are significance of Battle of Buxar. Now we will see dual government system in Bengal. Dual government of Bengal. See, governance of Bengal was divided into company and governance by Nawab. Company, British company, and Nawab. Further, governance of company was divided into Diwani and Nizamat. Diwani and Nizamat. And under Diwani consists subject like as an tax collection, and Diwani power practiced by Diwan, and Diwan could be appointed and dismissed by company. Practice by Diwan, and Diwan appointed and dismissed by company. Appointed and dismissed by company. So these are provision of in domain of Diwani. Now we will see Nizamat. Nizamat consisted a subject like as an police function, judicial function, police, judicial, and right to practice of function in police and judicial domain was in hand of deputy subedar. And deputy subedar appointment and dismissed like as an Diwan, and that means deputy subedar could be appointed or dismissed by company. Appointed and dismissed by company. So this is governance of Bengal by company. Now we will see Nawab. See, Nawab was responsible to maintain public order and peace in Bengal. Public order and peace in Bengal, and dual government system was proved as a very advantageous for British company and also British company enjoyed sovereign right in Bengal. But when Warren Hastings came to India as a governor of Britishers, he abolished dual system of Bengal in 1772. But in 1772, when Warren Hastings came to India as a governor, he abolished dual system. So in many time question asked in your exams, what are reasons behind dual system imposition? So now we will see all these reasons behind dual system imposition. Reasons behind dual system. So first reason is British company eliminated possibilities to redefine relation between British government and company, because if any if British government wants to change anything, British government will have to approach for Nawab of Bengal, because Nawab of Bengal was responsible to maintain public order and peace in Bengal. Eliminated, redefine relation between government of British and company. Second, British company was looking forward to southern India, and for war in southern India it was necessary to free from Bengal administration. That is why Nawab appointed as an to maintain public order and peace in Bengal. Because they were looking forward to southern India. Next is if any revolution will occur in Bengal, it responsibility to Nawab for tackle these problems, because Nawab was appointed as an to maintain public order and peace. So for avoid revolt and revolution problems of Bengal. Next is British company don't have any experience to perform administrative function in Bengal, and Nawab had practiced administrative function in Bengal. So that is why it is another reason behind appointment of Nawab in Bengal. Lack of practice in Bengal administration. So these are 4 reasons behind dual system. And next is on that time many European companies trading in India and if any one company will challenge to Bengal, it's responsibility to Nawab for tackle them because Nawab was appointed for maintain public order and peace in Bengal. Avoid challenge from other Europeans companies. So these are reasons behind the dual system, and this is enough in this discussion. We will discuss from struggle of British East India Company in Mysore in our next discussion.